morning, boys and girls. It is Friday morning, and I am here with my dog, Lucy, and Clifford. Clifford's one of my favorite little animals, okay? When you come to my classroom, you'll see that I have lots of Clifford stuff. Clifford's been around for a long time. I remember reading this story when I was a little girl. And you know what I gotta stop for a second and tell everybody, today's a special day. Today is Jameson's O'Brien's birthday. Happy birthday, Jameson. And tomorrow is Oliver's birthday. Oliver, happy birthday tomorrow. When you guys come back to school, we will get you your crowns and we will sing happy birthday. But I hope you guys have a wonderful birthday. Okay, so I'm going to be reading Clifford, the small red puppy. And what color are we learning this month? Red. Hi, I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, my big red dog. Yesterday, my friend Martha said, I got my dog from a fancy pet store. Where did you get yours? So I told her how I got Clifford. When I was little, I lived in the city. I didn't have a dog. One day, the man down the hall called us. His dog had puppies. He wanted to give me one. One puppy was smaller than the rest. The man said, Don't take him, he's the runt. He will always be small and sick. But I loved that little puppy. He needed me. I named my puppy Clifford. He was so tiny that I had to feed him with a doll's baby bottle. We got the smallest collar we could find for Clifford. It was too big. Then when he began to eat dog food, we had to watch him all the time. Because what's happening? Clifford's falling right into the bowl with the food. He was so little that he was always getting lost, even in our small apartment. And you know what? Her dad's putting his shoes on and it says, Arf! Where do you think Clifford is? I think he's in the shoe. Daddy said Clifford was just too small. He didn't think he could live through the winter. I was very sad. That night, I told Clifford I wished he would grow to be a big, healthy dog. I told him I loved him. Next morning, he looked bigger to me. He seemed to have an easier time eating his dog food. And his collar wasn't so loose. In fact, by the time Daddy got home, the collar was too small. Wow, Clifford's growing really fast, isn't he? By bedtime, Clifford's tiny basket seemed a little too small for him. So I let him sleep on my pillow again. That was a mistake. Look at how big Clifford is now. He pushed her out of bed. The next morning, Mommy thought Clifford looked different. Daddy said, I think he's growing. I think he's growing too. I decided to take Clifford for a walk. At the corner, I saw a big dog coming. I knew I should pick Clifford up so the big dog couldn't hurt him. I shouldn't have worried. Clifford was growing. We ran home to show Mommy how big he had gotten. And here's my big dog. Always wants to be involved. Had our apartment door grown smaller? Daddy couldn't believe it. We put Clifford in the garden to sleep that night. In the morning, the lady upstairs called us. It was about Clifford. Clifford grew so much that he's looking in her window. In fact, all the neighbors were starting to notice him. The landlord called the police, and they came to see Clifford. They said Clifford would have to go. But how? How could he go through the door? How are they going to get him out of the backyard? There was just one way to get him out of our garden, so they had to use a crane to pick him up. We sent him to live with my uncle who lived in the country. I was sad. I missed my little puppy, and he missed me. One day we got a surprise. My uncle wanted Daddy to come work with him in the country. We moved right away. Clifford was waiting for me. I said, "Clifford, stop growing. You are just right." Look at how big Clifford is now. "So," I said to Martha, "that's how I got my dog." "Tell me again how you got your dog?" Martha said, "Forget it." Remember Martha got hers at a fancy pet store? Yes. Remember how tiny Clifford was? Yes. We're going to read lots of Clifford books in our class. Okay. So Clifford and I want to tell you guys to have a wonderful weekend. It's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday and Sunday, and we call Saturday and Sunday the weekend. And you know what? We don't have school on Saturday and Sunday. A lot of parents don't have to work on Saturday and Sunday, so it's kind of just a couple of days to sit back, relax. Maybe you have to do chores with your family. Some of you might watch church on Sunday. You just spend a lot of family time, okay? Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and Clifford and I say see you later. You will be getting a paper to color because we're going to be coloring with the color red, and it's going to be a Clifford. So if you guys could send me a picture of your Clifford, I would really appreciate that. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.